Hey everybody, Aaron Zamzo, FireRescueFitness.com. I wanted to give you a quick 4-minute stretch routine that you could use to either start your day, start your shift, do after a workout. Personally, I have workout ADD and I don't really like to take time to stretch at the end of my workouts especially. So what I do is I actually set up an interval timer, 20 seconds per stretch. I do 12 of them. So that's a total of 4 minutes, and I'll basically do 6 exercises or 6 stretches, repeat them twice. Keeps me in place. So I'm going to hit the starter on the interval timer, and today we're going to do 6. I'm in my squat rack area here. So the first one is I'm just going to grab and step forward and stretch out the chest a little bit. Now with every stretch, you just want to make sure that you maintain good posture, protect your low back, and then make sure that your head is always, again, in the right position, and don't hold your breath at all. I have a bench in front of me, so my second one is just going to be a leaning forward hamstring stretch. Again, these are 20 seconds each, 12 rounds. Any interval timer app will allow you to do that, but as I stated in the beginning, these are really quick and easy ways to make sure that you get your stretching in. Here we're doing what's called static stretching. You don't want to do this before you do your workout, of course. You want to do the more active movements, and that is a essential component of all the FRF workouts. Now I'm going to go into a hip flexor stretch. So I'm just stretching forward, and you want to feel this through the front part of your hip. And then again, maintain good upright posture. Sometimes a lot of us will do this and lean forward, but elongate your spine, and you want to feel it through this hip. Many times with not only fire rescue athletes, but with anybody in our society where we're constantly sitting all the time, those hip flexors have a tendency to get really, really tight. Now this last stretch that I'm going to do, you can do either a downward dog, but since I have a bench here, I'm just going to lean my arms forward and pull back and try to stretch out through my lats, and I'll feel this a little bit through my low back and hips. You can also do that up here on a pull-up bar. And that's our 6. We're going to go right back in. Now there's no room or no time for transition. I just set up 20 seconds. Once the beeper goes, I go immediately to the next stretch. So again, we're going to do chest stretch, hamstring, hamstring, hip, hip, and then low back or down dog. And again, you just want to make sure that you maintain good posture. Here I'm using a bench. You could use a bar, or if you don't have a bar to put your foot up on, here the bench is really nice. If you don't have anything, you can still put your foot on the ground and just lean forward. We're trying to get hamstrings here. And as you feel more and more flexible, or as you feel less stretch, you want to lean into a little bit. Here it's imperative to stay upright, keep your chest up, head back, and then lean into that stretch. Just for 20 seconds, make sure you're breathing. And now we're going to go to hip. And here, chest up, hip in. If you squeeze the glutes in back, you really start to feel that through the front part of your hip a little bit more. If you're not feeling anything, you can adjust your leg back a little bit. But here, you just want to make sure you protect the spine, stay nice and upright. These 4-minute stretch routines have really, really personally helped my workouts, my performance. I feel better. I'm actually doing this one first thing in the morning, so sometimes I'll just choose a couple of different stretches, do them for 4 minutes. But like I said, I have really bad workout ADD where I like to jump around a lot. Setting the interval timer really helps. We're going to stretch this last one out here. Really helps me stay on track. So one of the components that we try to do with our FRF workouts is really focus on recovery, stretch, and mobility, and this is a great way to help out. So I hope you use this. You can substitute out any one of the other stretches for one of your favorites, but give these 4-minute stretch routines a try. Get FRF.